I started a live show on Instagram back in October of 2018 with the hope that I could get different guests from the planner community to come on and talk about planner related topics and work on planner projects together to really create something that the community would like to watch. Being on Instagram Live means the video is only available for 24 hours. So I tried to save them so I can upload them here so more people will get to see. I hope you enjoy. There's a friend. Hey, friend. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I'm hoping Chloe's here. I'm hoping that it gets populated pretty quickly so we can get started. Hello, Kashana. Hey, Dee. Hello, hello. Oh, LaQuisha's here. Hello. All the friends are coming. Hello. Is it RD Box Lady? It kind of looks like a cool license plate. Hey, Kim. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, LaQuisha. I'm getting all the views for you. Thank you. Hey, Tramika. Let me see. Who else is coming? Lots of friends coming. Okay. Well, we are live with episode 13 of Planning a Better Me Live. I'm Amber Dominique, and tonight I am bringing PlanningSeirra. She's a great friend because she not only has beautiful planner spreads, but she has real opinions about something that's kind of close to all of us in the planner community, and that's kind of like is the planner community, the spending community. So we'll welcome Sierra. Thanks for coming on.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
I hear you good.
Sweet. I had to do some sort of crazy setup for this, and now I feel like my lighting is weird because my phone
it's very bright.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys see me? Am I good? I always stand on my tiptoes the whole time.
Are you on your tiptoes now? I want you to get comfortable. Oh no, get comfortable. We might be here a while.
No, that's it. Wait. If I just wait, is it okay if I stand here? Is that weird?
Yeah, but are you gonna stand? You could totally get comfortable.
Okay, wait. Just give me.
You have time. It's okay.
Okay. Because seriously, right after you and I talked, my phone was like, "You're gonna die soon," and I was like, "Crap." So
I'm glad you plugged it in.
Yeah. So now I just need to
even if it's on 70%, I'm still plugging it in just to be careful.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Danny. Thanks for coming.
Wait,
Danny, I'm really hoping. Hola, Planner Girl. Aloha, Planner Girl. Danny, I'm hoping that you can give some perspective from a shop owner view. If there's any other shop owners, I'm very curious to hear the perspective. Because I think a lot of our shop owners are both planner girls that buy things and sell things.
Yeah, and I have no idea what happens when it's just from a sale perspective, because I obviously don't sell my own stickers, so that would be really interesting, actually.
It's true. So if you guys don't know what we're here to talk about tonight, we're kind of just talking about how a lot of people feel the pressure to keep up and buy a lot of things. Maybe it's things that they don't need or things that they're not using, but they feel the pressure to keep up and have the latest and the greatest and the beautiful thing so that we can have a pretty planner or have a planner that's worth posting about. And we just want to put a disclaimer out from the beginning that we're not saying that you should not buy things. We're not saying that you should not spend money.
Right.
What we just wanted to talk about is those who cannot spend the money or maybe should not spend the money, depending on your situation, that you should feel no guilt, no shame.
And you are still a planner, babe, no matter how much money you have to spend on it.
Absolutely. So I know that this topic is it's kind of a raw topic, but we don't want anybody to get offended. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But we kind of want to talk about things that people are feeling, but maybe they're afraid to say. And so we kind of want to start that conversation. So feel free to comment and join in our conversation and let us know how you feel about things.
Yeah, I'm really curious to know how other people are feeling, seriously. Because I did a live a few weeks ago about this, and I had a bunch of people that were like, yes, yes, yes. And I was like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. This is really comforting.
It's true.
Yeah.
Actually, and I got so excited to get into our topic. I forgot to ask you to tell everybody about yourself and what you do in your blog.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I am a blogger. I am a mental health coach. My website is seirramayfield.com. And if you guys want to go check it out, I will definitely love you for that. I'm a hardcore happy, obsessed with all things happy planner. I've tried other planners in the past and they just did not work for me. So that is a little bit about me, I guess.
It's good to know. It's good for me to know more about, like, I like all your posts, but I don't know so much about the girl behind, so it's really interesting to learn.
Yeah, I do a lot more like sharing about myself on my other Instagram account because like this is like purely just like planner spreads. So sometimes I do feel bad. I'm like, guys, does like anybody even know anything about me? But it's kind of just the nature of what it is, I think, a little bit.
No, I think it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I really got inspired to invite you to do this podcast, or not podcast. I wish, hopeful thinking, to do this live.
You should have a podcast. You should do it.
Because I saw you make a post on Instagram and you were talking about what we're talking about now. Could you elaborate just a little bit about what you posted?
Yeah, so basically like a few weeks ago when I did that Instagram live that I mentioned earlier, I basically just like went on there and I was like, me and my followers, we were talking about this whole like planner spending and all this other stuff. And everybody was like, we should start a hashtag that's referencing like the old happy planner stuff because now that everyone is, it seems like everyone's just talking about the new stuff. We're like, let's bring back the oldies, but the goodies. So we're like, we're going to use the hashtag OG Happy Planner. And we set up this whole post and we planned it for Thursday, something, something, something. And I was like, guys, this is the reason why I wanted to start this post because like everybody just keeps talking about the new stuff and none of the old stuff. And like for me, it really got started because of the Happy Planner products. Like I don't really use any other planner stuff, so I don't know in like regards to that. But
Okay.
just like with the Happy Planner stuff, I was like, guys, I get that they're bringing out all this new stuff and that's really exciting and I don't know how they're doing it and I'm loving it, but at the same time it's like that doesn't mean that the old stuff is bad. It just is old, you know what I mean? So that's really what brought on that whole post.
So I'm curious, what do you consider the old stuff? What's OG?
Like I mean you're familiar with like the sticker books, right?
Yeah, but everybody may not be.
Yeah. So it's like the ones that this is especially the ones that don't have the names, they're just like 1234 or like that you just called it by like the color.
Right. We
like,
called about the number of stickers that were in it.
Yeah. Or like a lot of the ones that they now have like repeat packages, like the colorful boxes. Well, colorful boxes isn't really that new or that old. I mean, like productivity or like color story. Those are kind of some of the older ones. Like I don't really want to say like this is old or this is new, you know what I mean? But like some of like the ones that are like either don't have the name or they are like they now have a repeat, you know what I mean?
That makes sense. Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
So have you ever purchased stickers from a sticker shop or Etsy shop?
I have. Not too often. Most of the time, the ones that I've purchased were like either just like from a giveaway that I got like a coupon code, or I did PR for a girl last year and I got a bunch of stickers from her. But I've also kind of thought that Etsy stickers were a bit expensive. No offense to anyone that has a shop, because kudos to you. I can't make stickers to save my life, but I've kind of strayed away from that a little bit. But yeah, there's a few shops that I've purchased from for sure.
Just curious. Tina, you noticed my shirt. I thought it was appropriate since we're being on tonight.
Yes, obviously.
I definitely have a problem with Etsy shops. And I think for me, my problem is not so much what they have in the store. It's that I connect with people on Instagram or liking their posts and talking to them. And I feel like, hey, I want to support her. So it makes me buy probably more than I should. But it's definitely cheaper to get it in the store with coupons and sales. So I totally get that.
Yeah.
And so kind of what are the things that are going on in the community or feelings that are surfacing that is part of what brought up us wanting to discuss this?
Okay, so here are some of the things that I've noticed. I think the biggest problem that I've seen is that like when I'm on like the stories, like especially it's not so bad like once the release like dies down a little bit, but like at first, I swear to you, every single story is about the new products. And it got to a point where it's like, guys, I get it. There's new products, and I'm not going to tell you to not be excited about it because I'm excited about it too. But like, also, I would love to see something else besides the new products on my story.
Right.
And then I would also see the people that like, if they bought it, they were showing it off. And like, again, that's great. Like, I would never tell someone to like not do that or anything. But if the people weren't showing off that they bought it, they were like going on their stories to complain that their store didn't have it, or asking people in their town where they could get it, or it was literally all about buying these new stickers. And like, it kind of like, it made me feel weird at first because I was like, well, I'm not talking about the stickers anymore. Like, do I even fit into this conversation? And like the reality is, yes, I do fit into the conversation, but at some point it kind of just made me feel weird. Like everyone does a flip through. That's what she said. Yeah, everyone's doing flip throughs, and it's like everyone's just posting about the same thing all the time. And I'm just kind of like, I am over this a little bit. And again, like, it's not that anyone like shouldn't post their excitement, because honestly, when I buy new stuff, I get excited. I'm going to show it. But it just, so I'm not like saying anyone shouldn't do it. I think it was just like the amount of like how many people that I was seeing it, and I was like, yeah, I can't deal with this. You know what I mean? So then it just made me realize, and it was like, even in like pictures on my feed, it was like, got the new, like, it was literally just pictures of the sticker books. And I was like, guys, no offense, but I would love to see your spreads because that's why I follow you. I don't really want to see the sticker books.
Inspiration.
Right. I was like, I don't need to see the sticker books that I've seen 20,000 times. And it's like, it's a hard balance because again, like, I don't want to tell someone like, don't post that, because I'm not that kind of person. Like, if you want to post it, fine. I think it's just the amount is kind of just like worn on me, and I'm like, okay, I'm over this. You know what I mean?
I agree. I really feel like, so I don't buy things when they come out. I make sure I've watched enough flip throughs, and I make sure it's something I really want. Like, I think about it, because the impulse buying got to be too much for me a couple of years ago. Yeah. So by the time it's old. Like, by the time I just got, what was the one? I haven't gotten any of the new release because I saved up for the Be Happy box. So the new release that's coming, I'll probably get that when the March release is coming out. Like, I'm kind of behind that way.
Yeah.
But I
literally haven't even bought anything. I haven't bought a single planner item since October, because I am a poor, broke 20-year-old girl. And it's like, I don't have, like, I literally, there's so many books and I'm like, when did that come out? I have no idea when that came out. So like,
I mean, I get because you say that, but that's not funny. There's nothing wrong with that. It was just the way you said it. That's
no,
funny.
It's fine.
Thing. Yeah. But I mean, if people have to spend money on their bills, on their household, on their children, you should not feel bad that you can't buy stickers. Who said that being able to purchase stickers is the definition of success?
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that like, I feel like so many people are, what's the word? Like, they're just like feeling bad because they're like, or they feel like they're not like as good as like a planner because they don't have these stickers. And I'm like, guys, the sticker doesn't define you. Like, if you use a planner, guess what? You're a planner babe. That's all you need.
Right.
Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, you could plan without any stickers at all, and you are a planner babe. And so like, it's just like everyone feeling the need to have all these stickers. And I'm like, guys, we just need to like take a step back and realize that that's not really what is the most important. There are so many comments. I feel like
there was a couple comments I want to touch on. So Ellie said that she used to be picky about which books she got, but when she saw her planner role models having them, then that made her feel like she needed them. And I kind of that sometimes that happens. Or also sometimes we feel like maybe I shouldn't get all these books, but when you see somebody else has more, you feel like what I'm doing is not that bad.
Yeah.
Tina from Letters with T says that what's the cause? I feel like many are representing these companies or even sponsored and maybe get a kickback just trying to find the reasons. And I do feel like, and I'm a PR girl and I love being a PR girl, but I do feel like sometimes when people are doing PR, especially the Happy Planner Squad, what they have is an unrealistic stash. And the reason why they have such a large stash is because they didn't pay for it. So a lot of people feel I should be able to have all this, but it's just not. That's why you're PRing, so you don't have to pay for it.
Right. Well, that's especially with the Happy Planner Squad. I think that's like an issue because so many people, like, at least like I think like if they see it like this is their first time seeing the squad stuff, like they're like, oh my God, they have all this stuff. They have like repeats of everything, and I'm like I mean I've even heard some of them say, because I think I follow like all of them. Like they're like, guys, we don't pay for this stuff. Like if we want to go out and buy our own stuff, like we have to go out and buy it. Like, but like that's another issue is that I think that there's like that like weird communication gap. And I'm not like, again, I'm not calling anybody out or anything. I think it's just like a subtle issue, but there's like miscommunication where people are thinking that they're like buying all this stuff. And it's like, no, they're not. They're getting that for free.
That's for free. I mean, and the Happy Planner Squad will show us what they got for free, but still, in our minds, we translate that to we need to have it. Lucretia Canvas made a point. She says she feels like she doesn't fit into this conversation because she doesn't have a Happy Planner, and I don't feel like that's the case. We're kind of talking Happy Planner, but it really is not just even the planner world. I think it translates to the Bible journaling and the journal community and all that involved. It's when we're seeing all of this stuff on social media and we're seeing that people have so much, we start to compare what we have and we start to compare what they're using. And sometimes we feel like maybe it's the low self-esteem that some women carry, but we feel like my pages aren't pretty because they don't look like that. And as soon as I can get those supplies, my pages can be pretty.
Yeah.
And feeling like
that's such a big problem.
Because nobody wants to see what I'm posting because they want to see the new stuff and I have the old stuff, so I shouldn't post.
Right.
And that's not the case. And like you said before, we're following people to see products. We're following people to get inspiration for how they're using things.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing that like I always want to say about that too is that it's like that like your planner, the main function of it is not to post on Instagram. It is to keep you sane and to keep you organized. Like if you want to post on Instagram, fabulous, go do it. But like if it's really when it boils down to it, it's there to keep you like in control of your life, because Lord knows things would fall apart without our planners. So it's like when it comes down to it, like it doesn't matter what anybody else's looks like. It doesn't matter how anybody else is using their products. It doesn't matter what anybody else has because it's your planner. Like, and
true.
Like, the way they use their planner is not going to work 100% for you, and vice versa. And that doesn't matter because it's yours. Like that is what matters. It doesn't matter about the Instagram. It doesn't matter about the products. Like use your planner so that it actually helps you. That's really what it's all about.
And I think we have to remember, we started putting stickers in our planner to motivate us to use our planner.
Exactly.
So if the stickers replace, if we're putting more stickers, and I'm not saying this because if you like the no white space, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're so stressed about the stickers, or I can't use this page because it doesn't have stickers, that was not the point of being in the planner community. That wasn't the point of having a planner. Then you're not getting your life together and you're adding way more unnecessary stress than organizing your life would give you.
Because the point of using the planner is to not be stressed.
Exactly. Yeah. And I do feel like, so I believe low self-esteem is the root of all evil. And a lot of us have, for different reasons, different experiences in life, we have low self-esteem. So we feel like we have to keep up. And if we can't fix that first, then we won't be able to stand up on our own and say, I'm buying things because I like them, because I'm using them. Right. I'm showing my planner because I like my planner and I'm proud of my planner.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be I'm showing what I think I'll get likes from or what will make me planner famous.
Exactly. Like, it's not about like posting to get all the likes. Like, if you get all the likes, kudos to you. Like, great. But if you don't, it doesn't matter. Like, I actually, a while ago, like weeks ago, I posted this photo of my blog and social media planner, and that planner has 0 stickers in it. It is purely just pen to paper. And I literally just posted a photo with like pens to like that was it. And it still got like a good amount of likes, but I was like, guys, like, most of the photos I post are the ones with stickers, but like, this is my other planner too. Like, I'm not all about the stickers. Like, I'm using it to organize my life too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, I'm guilty of, I want my feed to be pretty, so I don't really post the messy stuff. I post after the pen, but I post everything laid out pretty so my feed looks pretty. I mean, if you talk to me, you'll know that I'm a whole hot mess, but I do want and I don't want to contribute to that negative feeling in the community, but I do feel like my feed is curated for a reason. So
yeah,
I made it so that it's pretty to look at.
I think that's an issue too, is like, because of the fact that like so many of us are aimed at having like pretty Instagrams, and like me too. Like, I mean, Instagram is a visual platform. You want it to be pretty, but like it does kind of have, it makes that like gap of, then it's like, okay, well, if it's not pretty, I can't use it, or I like, you know, whatever. And it's like, no, like, it's your planner, because guess what? Planners existed before Instagram did. So like, it's true. Yeah.
Now that I'm saying this, I feel like I need to do a post and do a spread with just writing no stickers, because
you should, seriously.
They were just, somebody was saying, I think it was the coffee planner. She was saying somebody asked, like, plan with me's with people just planning, not laying stickers. Because I don't think plan with me's that are popular are planning. I think it's watch how I decorate before.
Yeah, it's decorating. Because when I first got into my first like decorative planner was an Erin Condren, and when I first got into that, I was like stalking the Plan With Me pages, like on YouTube and stuff like that, and then I realized it's like what are these people like actually doing? Like, I don't understand, and so I just stopped watching them, and I was like, okay, that's obviously not for me.
I need to do that. No sticker Plan With Me, no sticker spread. Because I think, and that's the big thing, so I don't want to contribute to the negative feelings. And you and I kind of chatted about that before, that a lot of these feelings that people are having aren't necessarily because someone is intentionally trying to cause it. Right. I think some of inadvertently, or what was it? I forget the word that we were talking about.
Unintentionally,
yeah, contribute to this thought process or to this problem. Yeah. And I think that's where we kind of need to, like, one, you need to focus on not letting yourself get caught up in this, but two, we need to make sure that we're not forcing other people. Yes, you can post what you want to post, but if you're going to be kind and you're thinking of others and you want to be a part of a community, then like how you were saying, if you're just posting hauls, if you're just posting things, understand that you're an enabler and you're making somebody feel bad. Yeah. And I mean, just, you know, it's okay if that's what you want to do, but they may not follow you because of that.
And I think that so much of the issue is like, it's just like a side effect. It's like an unfortunate side effect of the excitement that comes with like a new launch of products and all that stuff. And like, like we said, I've never seen anyone go in the clinic community that's like doing any of this intentionally, like at all. I think over time, it's just kind of like built up. And then like, if people are just posting hauls, it's like, how are you inspiring me? Oh yeah, you're not, because I've seen this haul 7,000 times. You know what I mean?
And there's a difference between somebody who's in this hobby to buy things and collect things and somebody who's in the hobby to use it. Because it's not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because there are those people that are just like, they just buy all the things, and I'm like, where do you
always see them posting their hauls, but you never see them posting what they're using.
Yeah, or they're going on their stories and they're like,
stuff. they're doing new stuff all the time, and it's like no planner works for them. They're always having to get a new, better, different planner.
Yeah. My favorite is when I see people that buy like 700 like Erin Condren like kits or something, and I'm like, when are you going to use that? I don't know. That's okay, whatever. I'm getting like fired up in this conversation.
I know. It's really intense. I wanted to bring out a point that Jessa and LaQuisha were talking about, is that when it came to like their Bible journaling, and they got more out of it when they were writing and taking notes than doing the decorating. And I think that goes across all of these related communities. So whether it's Bible journaling or using your planner or whatever it is, we honestly get more out of it when we have space to write.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I see a lot of spreads and I'm like, where do you write? There's no room because there's so many stickers.
Yeah, I actually had to stop following the people that do like no white space, and it's not because like I think they're wrong. Again, that's like a personal preference, but I got to the point where I was like, I'm looking at your picture and I don't comprehend it anymore. Like, so I literally stopped following everyone that doesn't do at least a little bit of white space. And like with the like Bible journaling and stuff, I use a mini happy planner for like regular journaling, and that is literally the max decor that I have in there is a colorful pen. Like, I don't, like, that is purely writing on paper. Again, just like my blog planner. Like, the only planner I use stickers in is my catch-all. Like, it's totally okay to just use pen in your planner. Even if it's a happy planner or an Erin Condren, it's allowed.
Or with my journal that's in my planner, what I'll do is I'll write, and then there's going to be spaces that I didn't fill, so I'll go back and fill that space with decoration. Or I do the same. My Bible bullet journal, I'll go back and fill the space, and then that way I know that I had the space to write what I wanted to. It's Annie Clay brought up a point that we're talking about. She said that they turn around, mark things up, and sell it to others desperate. So have you noticed that people are reselling things for extremely inflated prices?
Yeah. Well, actually, okay, now that we're bringing this up, because I forgot to mention it earlier, on my blog, there are some of my posts that I'll link to Amazon affiliates for Happy Planner stuff, because obviously Happy Planner doesn't have their own affiliate program. And some of the stuff that I go over and I see, I'm like, what is happening on this, like, this planner or this sticker book? Like, it gets jacked up. And like we were saying earlier when we talked, I think a little bit we kind of do it to ourselves. Like, I mean, obviously there's an extent of people just trying to take advantage of others, and that sucks. But like, also, I don't think people would have gotten this idea for planner stickers to jack up the price if we weren't so obsessed with trying to get them.
Yeah. Or to pay more than the next girl who asked for it because we want it so bad, so we outbid her, and it just drove it up.
Yeah, it's like, cause I mean, there's just no point to that. Like I said earlier, I'm not gonna lie, I love Happy Planner stuff, but it's expensive. I will not spend $20 full on a sticker book, let alone a higher price to get it. It's not worth it at that point. Like, it's a sticker book. Like, you know, yes, I would love to be a 12-year-old girl and get all the sticker books, but at the same time, again, it's about that, like, that money thing where I have other places to send my money. And stickers, especially like at like a higher price, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
You brought out a point that I want to touch on too, but Danny from Cutie Star said that she saw washi tape going for $200. And I have seen that Simply Gilded washi going from $200 to $300, and multiple people are buying it.
I don't understand what's so amazing about that.
Well, they don't use it. It's a collection, but and I get it because there's things that I collect, so collecting is a thing. But that's intense. But you brought out that. What did you say? You just said something I wanted to touch on. Was it about? It was limited edition. I forgot.
Wait. I just totally lost my train of thought too.
I know there was so much good stuff that we wanted to talk about. Well, the spending. So you said you would love to be able to spend that money on other things, and I think that's the thing that sometimes we forget. We get so caught up in having the thing, and I struggle with this because when I'm focused, I'm in my phone, I see the things, I want the things, and I see I can buy these things. So I buy it, and I don't focus on, there are other things I could be spending my money on. There's other things I should be spending my money on. And I share this with you. What I get for my planner fund is just like if I'm babysitting or doing like a project on the side. So it never has anything to do with my family budget. It's side money. It's like, I know if I want planner money, I have to do something on the side.
Right.
But I could be using that money to take care of myself, to get my nails done or get a massage or something else. But then I have sticker books, which I love, but I have tons of sticker books, and that's where the money went. So yes, we could buy all the planner things, but should we buy all the planner things? Like if you have money, then nobody can fault you. But a lot of people are on here sharing their budgets, sharing their budget planners, and you look at it and you can see that they don't have a lot to spend, and yet they're spending so much money on stickers and budget planners and budget planner stickers, which doesn't mean that they shouldn't be sold, but maybe you can't afford that right now, honey.
Yeah, well, it's like, I think it really just, it boils down to like understanding where your money is going, what your priorities are financially, and where all, like, just where all of that lies. And like, sometimes I feel like I'm like not allowed to talk about this because like I'm 20 years old. I don't have a family. I live with my boyfriend and my dog. Like that is it. And like, but I was a college student. I left college last semester, but like I have thousands of dollars in student debt. Like I am very aware that my money needs to go towards that, even if I'm saving it for down the line to spend when, you know, loans come back in or whatever, but all that stuff. But like, I'm aware of the fact that like, okay, I could spend $20 on planner stuff, but also I could put that $20 towards getting rid of my loans. And I think it really just needs to be about like, before you spend anything, do you know where this is going? And do you like really understand, do you want this or not? Like, and if you want it and if that ends up being a priority for you, great. But I think that people need to understand where their priorities lie first, you know, because like all the times that I've planned or went and bought planner stuff, I was pretty aware of the fact that like, okay, I actually know that I want this. I've seen it. I know how I can use it. I know that after I spend this money, the rest of it is going to my loans or bills or whatever. You know what I mean?
But so I feel like if you want to go buy the stickers and you want to put yourself further into debt, that's your business. Do it. But don't do it because you think we're going to like you more, or we're going to comment more on your posts, or we're going to be more friends with you, because I don't feel that way. I feel like if you used your planner and your planner looks like you're getting use out of it, or if you post, you know, whatever it is, I'm still going to like you the same, whether you have all the things or not.
Yeah. It's like, don't put yourself in debt just to make yourself seem better on the internet, because guess what, people, it's not worth it.
It's not.
Like, it's literally not.
Jessa and Letters with T brought up good points about, you know, spending in the big picture in the future. And now that we're dealing with this government shutdown, it breaks my heart to see so many people that do not have gas money to get to work. And these are people that are making $70,000 a year. So you're not broke, you're not poor, but yet you've spent all of your money and now you don't have enough emergency cash to carry you for a month. Yeah. You can't even, because it hasn't been a whole 30 days. You don't have enough money. And I'm not saying that I feel like, you know, everybody should not feel bad for them. But what I'm saying is this spending habit that we have, the commercialism, is forcing people to spend everything, not save anything. And then you're getting this bad situation. And all of us planner girls have to understand, like, tomorrow's not promised. Our paycheck may not come. So maybe then again, somebody could pull some washi out their stash and sell it for $200 when times get hard. But
oh man, maybe that's why they're just hoarding it. You know,
there's been times I look at my stash. If there's anything I have that you will spend $100 for, you can have it. I'll peel the stickers off the planner, put it back on the book, and give it to you. If I get $100,
they're preparing for hard times.
I guess I don't know. So some of the other things that we were talking about too is that the limited edition thing, because there's a lot of things, it's like a kit that you will buy sight unseen because you know that this kit is popular and good things, and you don't want to miss out on the kit because everybody else who's somebody is going to have a kit. So it feels like you're willing to spend money. You probably won't like it, or you won't like everything, but you can't miss out. Or some of the kits are so limited that they're only going to be on sale for a short period of time. So you have to get it. You don't have to think about, do I really want this? Do I have the money? You just have to go buy it to keep up.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my charger right now. So if I look like I'm like it's because I'm like trying to like.
No, I kept walking off earlier to get a blanket, so it's totally fine. Okay. But I feel like when it comes to sticker shops, there's things I see in the shop that I would like to have, but that sticker shop only carries it for just a few weeks because they have to keep up with the rush. So they take it out to put other things in. So like right now, it's January. There are Easter kits on sale. They've already went past Valentine's kits and St. Patrick's kits. They're selling Easter kits now. And you don't have time to think about what is the kit that I want to use for February, because you have to have been buying March kits right now.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why, because when I first, again, like back when I first got into like decorative planning, I was like looking into the like sticker kits and everything, and I got like overwhelmed because they were selling them like months in advance, and I was like, y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna like months in advance. Like I have no idea. Or I haven't been on Etsy with stickers in quite a while, so this might have changed. But my understanding is that those kits are freaking expensive.
Some of them can be.
Like
some of them be like $27, $30, and that's for 1 week. That's $30.
That is just absolutely like mind-blowing to me. I truly have absolutely no idea how people do that, or they buy them like every single week. I'm like, guys, do you even like this, or are you just using it to feel
can't
like
have a blank week?
Yeah, like it's I don't know how people do it.
I had a very unpopular opinion in a PR group that I was in, where the conversation was really like, we have to get sales, we have to post things to get sales. And a lot of the girls on the PR team make a purchase every single week because the sale item, the new thing that comes out that week. If you want to get it, you got to get it that week. And the woman said, my husband's going to kill me when he sees what I bought, when he sees how many orders come in. And everybody was like, yeah, my husband too, it happens all the time. And I'm like, no, that's not okay. You should not ruin your relationship or upset the dynamic of your relationship for stickers. And stickers are big for me. But you're going to mess up how your spouse, maybe it's your boyfriend or your, doesn't have to be your husband, whoever it is, but over stickers, that's not okay. And people are like, well, I can afford to buy them. Yeah, but should you get him mad over stickers?
Yeah. And that's like, I like, I feel like when you are in a relationship that your finances combine in that sort of way, then you should communicate to that person, even if you're buying a sticker book, like, or a kit or whatever, like, tell that person, like, have that conversation. Like, my boyfriend and I, like, we live together, and not all of our finances are combined, but some of them are. And it's basically like every single purchase we make, I mean, unless it's like a $2 drink or something, but like all of those purchases are like $20 or more. We're like, okay, like, let's have this conversation. And like, it's not that difficult, but it puts you both on the same page, and then you don't have to get mad about it later.
It's true. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I had stuff from my husband, but he knows. Well, she went to Michael's. She probably bought something, but I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna show you what I bought. But again, it has nothing to do with family money. Like I've never had to say, "Hey, I need to borrow some money," or "I need to take money out the budget for this." But I
Yeah.
do, like, even friends, when we go to the store, we will say, if my husband asks, "This is yours. You got this for me," because we just don't want to deal with him saying, "You bought another sticker book."
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that. If we're being honest. But I really think that aside from knowing that comparison is the thief of joy, there's other kind of tips that we can offer to help people combat these feelings. So what kind of tips would you offer to help to not get caught up in this and not feel negative when you can't make these purchases?
Well, first things first, if you feel like that, get off of Instagram. Like, get rid of it. Or if they're I do this with both my Instagram accounts. I should talk about this a while ago on my other account, but like, if there is a specific account or a specific person that in any way is not making you feel good about what you're scrolling through, get rid of it. I don't care who
Right.
it is. Get rid of them. Stop following them. Or if it's the entire planner community, just shut down Instagram. Like, I don't care if you have to delete the app off your phone. Like, just figure out a way
Right.
to not be doing that anymore. Like, it's as simple as just separating that negativity out of your life. And then once you get rid of that, look at your planner and be like, this sounds like really like deep and personal for like what we're talking about, like with planners, but honestly, you just want to look at it and be like, okay, planner, why am I actually using you? What is my purpose with you? Like, it's not to look pretty, it's not to just post you on Instagram. Like, there's no point in that. Like, what is the real purpose behind this? Like, and then you go from there, and then you are like, okay, I know like what my planner is used for, and then I can kind of go back into the planner community and take that break. Like, I think that that is probably the best way to handle that sort of situation.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly, like, if I was in that position, that's what I would do. I would get rid of Instagram, and then I'd reassess myself, because at that point, there's also, I think, like a personal thing where it's like, okay, you need to reestablish why it is that you are using your planner and buying these things.
That's
You know
true.
what
My third tip was remember your planner why, because that was big. And then
Yeah.
my first was you probably need to unfollow or unplug or unplug.
Yeah.
I had to stop following so many shops. I was following so many shops and I wanted everything that they put out. And I had to stop following certain people that were only posting hauls, because that was, I know myself, I have no self-control. So if I see it, I want it. And I try to not follow, I was following a lot of Dash accounts. And so it's like, I can't, because I'm going to buy it and it's ridiculous. But
Yeah.
really unplugging, if it's too much, you have to step away and have less time. And then Jessa and Confident Canvas, Alicia, were mentioning about reading your Bible. I think you need to connect to what makes you feel good. So for me, it's
Yeah.
reading my Bible. For somebody else, it may be the time that they spend with their family, their loved ones. But this planning and being a part of the planning helps us keep our lives organized. Being a part of the planner community is kind of a therapeutic thing for us. It helps makes us feel good. So if doing it's making
the point is that at one point, if it doesn't make you feel good anymore, like it's not worth it. It's
or
not.
you have to change how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Approach. And
Yeah.
I learned that I needed to, this was another tip, I needed to learn to be okay with looking and appreciating somebody's pretty stickers, but that doesn't mean I have to have it for me to appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
So
kind of like that reset
picture,
thing in your head where it's like, okay, I'm coming on here to get inspired and to, you know, maybe make friends and to talk to people about planners, but I'm not coming on here to be like, okay, now I want that, like now I want this, now I want that, like every time you see a picture in your feed. So it's like that, it's like reassessing your mindset with that too. Yeah.
yeah. And there's a lot, I have a folder on my phone of pictures that I love. I love that spread, but that doesn't mean I have to have it. So learning that. And what other thing I do is I limit myself to the storage space I have. So
that's a good idea.
I can't take over my whole house planner stuff. So I have areas that these things can go, and if I've outgrown it, something has to go, and that helps. Because who wants to have the stress of having piles and piles of things that now you can't enjoy your space because you have too much planner stuff in the way.
Yeah, I think that's something that's actually really helped me a lot because like I live in a 700 square foot apartment. Like again, let's reiterate that I am 20 years old and I do not have a craft room as much as I will get one in the future, but I don't have one of those. And it's like I literally, my storage is my three shelf rolly cart, and that is it. That is all I have. And that thing is already pretty packed. So like if I were to buy new stuff, I probably would need to like reorganize it every single time I pack or like I buy something new.
Right.
Because it's so like intense. That's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought of that. And like I think some people probably subconsciously do that, but then other people probably won't.
No. And just because you're 20 doesn't mean that you're unique in that. There are people that are old. I mean, I have a small house. I'm 33. Like I have a small house, but it's just, that's just the reality of it. Lotus Spirit Crafts brought up a point. She said that people with limited budgets have no choice. So I just focus on what makes me organized. And part of the reason why we were talking about this is not because you don't have a choice. It's because when you don't have a choice, you can still sometimes feel really bad. And so we don't want anybody to feel like, to feel really bad. It's Auntie's Clay said that this is a good conversation. At least I feel validated that others feel the same. And that's why we wanted to come and talk about this live, to have this interaction with you guys and not just record this, because a lot of people need to feel that they are not abnormal.
Yeah, well, when I, like a few weeks ago, when I came out on like a live I did on my Instagram, I was like kind of like, I came in like really like tiptoe about it because I was like, guys, I feel like I'm like the only one. And then there was like 10 people that were like, oh my God, like I'm glad that someone else feels this way. And I was like, God bless. But at the same time, like that's really awesome that like, I mean, it sucks that other people are feeling that way, but it's awesome that you're not alone. You know, it's like this is like something that's going on in the community all the time, but it's so subtle that no one is talking about it.
It's
and
true.
I think the reason it's so subtle is because no one is like blatantly coming out and saying that like, oh, you suck if you don't have this stuff.
It's like unpopular opinion.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's when I brought it up in that group, people went crazy on me. Like, how dare you say that?
Yeah.
Ellie from the Empress Ellie said that I wish I heard this conversation 2 years ago when I started decorating. And that's something that we kind of talked about before. So what is it that you would say to planner newbies?
Oh, what would I say to planner newbies? What would I say to myself when I started? Just like, you don't have to have all of the things. Like, and honestly, if you are a planner newbie and you're joining the planner community, I would honestly do yourself a little bit of a favor and follow like how like your okay, how do I explain this? Like your ratio of people to from like here are the ones that have everything, like the squad, for example, for the happy planner, versus the ones that are on the same level as you should follow more of them because
That makes
they yeah, I mean they're on the
so
same level. They
like crap.
understand not having all of the stuff. They understand you're probably like overwhelmed. I mean, I definitely was when I first started. But like, I
Right.
mean, it's a natural thing to want to go to the people that have been there and doing it for years because, you know, they have all of this like planner experience, but like there's also a crap ton of value in talking to people that are on the same level. And then you're not feeling as overwhelmed. And when you get more comfortable, we can kind of start to take it to like that next level of okay, now I can buy this, or you know, I can start decorating in this way more, or whatever the situation is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's
I
a good idea to not follow everyone that is way higher than you because it could easily turn from inspiration into overwhelm and then you're stuck.
or keep it balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
My advice would be to understand that you are not going to like and get use out of everything you buy. Because what you don't see is the people who have been decorative planning for a while, there's a lot of stuff that we tried and it didn't work for us. So just because we're using it doesn't mean it's working for you. And I see a lot of newbie planners, what they do is they see that so-and-so has this and so-and-so has this, and she's a great planner. So if I don't buy all this stuff, then I will, like planning will come easy for me, better for me. And you got to slow down, girl. And you got to try something, see if that works. If that doesn't, try something else. But you don't go out and buy everything because you're going to end up stuck with a bunch of stuff you won't use.
Right. Like that's the thing.
That's
Like, you have to realize that like your planner, and I said this earlier, I'm gonna say it again. Like your planner is used for your needs, and other people use accessories. They use different planners. They use different stickers for different things. And if you're trying to copy what they're doing, I guarantee you it's not going to work for you.
it
Because
doesn't.
yeah, because every single person. I mean, there's going to be a crap ton of similarities, but like it's like I know for a fact that there's not a single person that plans their same week like I do. There's no person that plans the same week like you do. It's not completely like what's the word, like copyable. Like I don't know if that made sense.
I just don't think you can really copy somebody all the way anyway.
Yeah.
There's really no way. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope this helps a lot of people. I mean, I hope that by doing this, we're really helping get this conversation started and people can start talking about it. I hope that if you're feeling any of the ways that we talked about, that you feel like it's okay to speak up because we have your back and other people do.
Yeah.
Not to make anybody feel bad for what they have or what they can buy, but just know that you should not feel bad about what you don't have.
Yeah. Well,
Annie is so sweet from Cuties. Don't have much. I'll send you some stuff. Oh, I lost Sierra. She might come back. I lost her for a bit. Danny, I'm curious from the shop owner's point of view, how is it that you balance what you like? Because you plan, so you use planners too. How is it that you find that balance between what you use and what should be bought or selling too much or changing stuff? Because I think what people don't realize is when you're a shop owner, you have to make purchases to facilitate the shop. So you're buying images, you're buying paper, you're buying ink, you're buying things. So how is it that you find balance in making purchases? If there's another shop owner, I'm really interested in that too, to know. Please, LaQuisha definitely has stuff, so don't make her first. She can get in line, but don't make her first. Oh, LaQuisha. She's just cutting up in this live. You and Jessa. Y'all, I'm not going to put y'all in the corner, but y'all cutting up in this live. My goodness. You're only 3? My goodness. Oh, she's going to DM you. There, you got somebody to take you up. I don't know if Ellie, she was just saying if somebody is a newbie, she'll send you something. I don't know if she should have advertised that because she might get a whole bunch of messages now. But Danny is super, super sweet. So you changed your mind because the competition in this market can be brutal. Let me see. Miss Tasha Mack said that it may help your mood if it's pretty, but at the end of the day, all we need is paper, pen, and maybe a folder. And that's true. You know, I don't even use the folders. I died to have the folders because before Happy Planner made folders, so I was a Happy Planner girl before Happy Planner had accessories. Before they made folders, I made my own folders because I watched YouTube videos. And when they came out, I was like, obviously I have to buy it because I made my own folders. I don't use those folders. And that's another thing that I failed to mention too. A lot of these things you can make yourself. There are lots of YouTube videos and Instagram tutorials of a lot of people doing DIY, and you don't necessarily need to buy things. LaQuisha from Confident Canvas mentioned that she drew a top knot girl and it looked like a sticker. So even if you hate your drawing, there's things you can draw. You can cut things out of a magazine. There are other ways around having to make purchases or make big purchases from shops to make your planner pretty. And I think that's something that I want to focus more on my YouTube channel. Definitely showing, should I DIY it or should I buy it? Or Coffee Planner was suggesting I do more planning with inexpensive items or not using items just to show that it can be done. And I'm definitely going to do that. So Cutie Star said, I decided to only release new items that is not every else. And I'm always trying to find clip art and designs that is very popular. I don't want my planner looking like everyone else just because. And I think that is going to help you get more sales because if you notice, almost every shop is selling the same images that looks the same. I think we're starting to crave something different. Oh, guys, you're wonderful with these comments. It's going fast. Stamps are a good idea because then you can use them over and over. That's a really good idea. Yep, avoiding super popular clip art, Danny. I love that about you. And then affordable prices and freebies. Oh, Peachy Pumpkin Girls is chiming in. So she said it's hard to keep up with the seasonal stuff. We just try to stick to what we would like or what we would use. I think that's great because I would rather have something that I really want than have something that I can only use for a period of time and I feel that rush to use it. And you notice I don't celebrate secular holidays, so I don't post holiday stuff. But for me, if it's pretty, I'm going to use it whenever I'm in the mood. I don't need to use green things in December, and I don't need to use red things in February. And I actually don't like red, but I'm going to use a ton of red in February because it's when my husband got his heart transplant, but I don't need it to be seasonal. Oh, yep, you see the same images. Yep. And yeah, you guys have lots of good things to say. I really appreciate it. I don't know if, I think I have a couple more minutes before it kicks me off. I was hoping that Sierra would come back on. I hope that her connection, maybe it improves. I think that's probably why she got kicked off. It might have been her connection. But she was super sweet, and I'm so glad she came on. And I want to have her on here again because she was super sweet. And you guys, you should go follow her. Look up PlanningSeirra. I followed her because I liked her spreads. I had no idea that she was planning on a budget. None at all. Her spreads are beautiful, and it really shows you that you don't need to have all the latest and greatest and have a lot to have a beautiful spread. I find solace in the fact that my stuff's being used in a different way than most of the shop owners I see. I agree with that too, Coffee Planner. I agree with that too. All right. There was something else I wanted to tell you guys about the spending thing. I can't remember. But I really hope that nobody feels like bad about what they have or what they bought after we're talking about this, or I hope no shop owners feel bad about what they sell. I just hope that everybody feels like this planner community is supposed to be something that's bonding and empowering women from different walks of life, and we have to keep it that way. It's up to us to keep it positive. I know a lot of times the community can drag people down, and so if we keep it with I'm getting inspiration and I'm inspiring others, we all benefit. Whether that inspiration is you motivated me to start a shop, or you motivated me to do a different spread or use a different planner. But yes, T. Fuller, you can watch the replay. I'll make sure I hit the save button. Hopefully my phone doesn't conk out. Take advantage of the freebies, Ellie says. That is a pro tip. You know, actually, when you talk about freebies, Ellie, I like when shops offer samplers, like during sales, when they offer samplers that other shops have given them, because it lets you see like the quality of their paper and their prints and their cuts and their stickers like that. I love the samplers. Yes. Let's recap. What did we learn today, ladies? I hope we learned that you should not feel bad. If your spread doesn't look pretty or what you think is pretty, you should still post it. If it helped you, that's what matters. And say, hey, my spread may not be the prettiest spread, but I got a crap ton done this week, and we can all celebrate that. Also, I do think we should comment on each other's posts more, not just either scrolling by it or hitting the like and then keep going. Tell somebody, hey, this is great. So be more encouraging. And I think when you put yourself out there that way and you're encouraging others more, you'll get it back. I have yet to hear a budget planner say the word 401k. I don't know what they're saving. I don't know what their business is, so I can't speak on it. I just hope that nobody is stressing themselves out to the point of being financially broke over stickers. And I love stickers. I do. I have a nice collection of stickers. But stickers aren't worth your mental health. They're not worth your financial well-being. They're not worth your relationships. They're not. And we have to remember that planning, using our planners, is going to help us in life, not having stickers in our planners. So, yeah, there's a lot to comment on. So, I hope it helped. I really do. Oh, here's Sierra. Sierra, it might. Let's see. What were you gonna say? That you wanted to touch on, Shamika? Sorry.
No, that was my fault. My phone died.
It might kick us off. We probably are maxing out on the hour, so we can come back on. But okay. While we have a couple of minutes, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So if you had to, I'll give you three things. One's going to be decorative pens, one's going to be stickers, and one's going to be washi tape. If you had to keep the stash that you have now, will be one. One, you can have an unlimited lifetime supply. And the other one you throw away forever. Which would you use? Or which would be for which?
So wait, there's throw away forever, and then there's
keep the stash you have currently, and the other one is lifetime supply.
Oh, okay. So definitely. Okay, I'm gonna throw away the washi. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna have to go with lifetime supply of stickers, and then, well, ooh.
I will say the pens are decorative, but they don't necessarily write well. They're just. If you'd like more tips and inspiration on how you can be a better me too, subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at the links below.